show you that perfect place.
Oh, thank you.
We got Burn Boss Jamaica tour. Yeah.
Now in this video today, I'll be talking about developments going on at the ruins of the Richmond Hill Inn, which was a great house converted into a prominent hotel right here in Montego Bay, St. James. It was first built by slaves over 2 centuries ago and sadly destroyed by fire back in 2019. It was previously listed for sale with a lot size of 854,865 square feet. I'll provide you with the history of this estate that is close to Union Street, overlooking the second city, offering stunning panoramic views. So stay tuned guys, you don't want to miss any part of this video. Alright, so I'm just making my way right now to the construction site. I'm just driving past the school zone right now of Montego Bay High School. As you can see, it's about 3:18 p.m. in the evening. It was a bit overcast, so I was just wondering if I should turn back, but I decided to go regardless. And, see if I can find a park right now at Overton Plaza right here on Union Street. Yeah, so I'm going to find a park right here. Later on, when I walked to the site, I realized that you could actually park at the bottom of the hill. All right, so stay tuned, guys. I'm just showing you right now of Overton Plaza for persons who know Montego Bay. And this is the current situation right now of Overton Plaza. Yes, I haven't come here like in a very long time because it's out of the way. But yes. Here is just a 360 view right now, alright? The Richmond Hill Inn in Montego Bay refers to a historic great house of Spanish architecture that was situated about 300 feet above the city of Montego Bay and served as a prominent hotel. It offered various room types including family suites with full kitchen areas. The property featured a large pool and sun deck, a manager's 3-bedroom cottage, 3 blocks of hotel suites, and utility areas. This 18th century mansion was once owned by the Dewar family, members of the Scottish clan from which the whiskey takes its name. A significant part of Montego Bay's tourism and social history, the site was later purchased by the Chin family, who continued to operate it as the Richmond Hill Inn. On December 30th, 2019, the property suffered a massive fire which destroyed over half of all the buildings, destroying most of the back of the house, main halls, front desk, and a block of rooms. This crippled hotel operations, causing permanent closure. Now I'm going to read for you an extract from the Gleaner back on Wednesday, January 1st, 2020, and it reads, "The family that operated the 214-year-old Richmond Hill Inn was ravaged by fire on Monday night, which was December 30th, 2019, has said that rebuilding the historic Montego Bay landmark is out of the question. The repurposed great house, owned and operated by Stephanie Chin and her 2 daughters, was burned to ashes by fire of unknown origin, which began sometime after 9:30 p.m. The smoke from the blaze covered the city of Montego Bay for 3 hours as the residents watched in bewilderment as flames consumed the history-rich facility, which has in the last 20 years become a popular venue for weddings and dinner parties. Eyewitnesses say the fire spread rapidly, and I quote, "Seconds after it started, it was spreading throughout the building. end quote, said the 13-year-old boy who saw it first. He added that he alerted his mother, who called the operators and the fire brigade. A German guest staying in one of the rooms separate from the Great House area reportedly tried to use a hose open to battle the flames, but they were too much for him. The Great House, which the owner said was not insured, was gutted before firefighters could douse the flames. Property such as artworks and furnishings, with the exception of the building, is valued at about US $10 million. And I quote, "There is no way we can rebuild what we had," end quote. Grace Elmore told the Gleaner yesterday, her voice reflecting the pain and shock of the disaster. Elmore's family owns the 19 acres of land that adjoins the property, which the inn is located, in addition to a number of guest rooms that were not affected by the blaze. Several 15th and 16th century antique pieces, art by one of Jamaica's most revered artists, the late Barrington Watson, and an original terracotta jar brought to Jamaica by a Spanish galleon during the 15th century reign of Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand of Spain, are among priceless pieces destroyed. Photos of former United States President Jimmy Carter, who dined there during the days the late John Rawlins, who roll in with some of the biggest names in government, entertainers LL Cool J, Alicia Keys, Eddie Murphy, and Jamaican Prime Ministers Alexander Bustamante, Edward Seaga, and Norman Manley were among images hanging on the molasses, horsehair, and limestone walls of the Great House. So at this moment, I'm at the proposed section for the parking lot for this development. Based on the listing I've seen online, it stated that it comprised of 6 buildings, which includes a manager's cottage, block of rooms, which are 2 stories, warehouse or garage, incomplete villa, and the main building, which is in ruin. The site is ideal for low-income, high-rise solutions for development. Yes, my people, so it's going to be low-income, high-rise solutions based on what I've seen on the previous listing. But as you know, things can change, so we'll have to see what happens in the future. I've seen a permit here that was granted to Jaran Development Company Limited, based on works here that were granted for them to construct this solution. All right, so I haven't got like the exact details of construction at this particular site, but when further information becomes available, I'll provide it with you guys here on my channel. So ensure that you subscribe right now to Brown Boss Jamaica Tours so that you can get updates like these. Select all on the notification bell. Yes, my people, so just giving you a walking tour right now of this site. Just have a look at the stunning views right now from this section overlooking the Montego Bay region. Look at that, people. You can see there is a cruise ship docked right now at the Freeport Peninsula. You can also see other villas like Secrets, out there in the distance. Yes, guys, let me know what you think about this view. Write in the comment section below. And if you had gone to the Richmond Hill guest house before when it was in operations, let me know your experience below as well. Trust me, guys, the views here are to die for. Just overlooking the second city right here in Montego Bay, about 300 feet elevated right now. Yes, just have a look right now. I can also see the Long Hill bypass being mapped out there in the hills. Yes, trust me, guys, really stunning. All right, my people, thank you for staying with me up to this point. So I'm going to give you a walking tour right now of what's happening at this location right here at Richmond Hill. The previous location for the Richmond Hill Inn guest house at this area that was destroyed by fire. All right, so I'm just making my way up right now so you can see what's happening. It's a massive property. You know, as I stated before, it was about 850,000 square feet that was being marketed. All right, so I'm just making my way up right now so that you can see what's happening. And each time I come here, I've seen some of the workmen, but they don't really have like the specifics of what's happening right now. Each time they said that the boss is away, so you know, I just have like just basic details. If you have any further information about what's happening at this area, please let us know in the comment section below. And whenever I get more details, I'll be happy to share it with you guys. All right. So ensure that you subscribe right now. I'm just walking right now and just taken aback with these magnificent views right here at the top of Montego Bay. All right, so come with me right now, guys. I'm just walking, you know, showing you what's happening right now at this development. It seems to be, you know, moving very fast. As I'm seeing, it was late in the evening and work is still progressing. So yes, guys, they're working at different sections right now on this property. As I said, it seems as if it's going to be like townhouses. And if these were to be like townhouses, just imagine if you were to purchase one of these townhouses and you were to live at this section overlooking Montego Bay, the stunning views that you'll get, and you won't want to leave. Trust me, guys, you would not want to leave. Yeah. Just look at the machinery there parked, and the men were busy at work. You can hear the jackhammer up on the hill. Trust me, guys, a very busy work area right now. I'm going to show you just part of it, and I'm going to walk up the hills so that you can see the views from that angle as well. All right, so stay tuned, guys. A lot more to be shown. Here are some overhead shots of the Richmond Hill Inn guest house prior to it being destroyed by fire in 2019. Alright, so I'm going to make my way up even further right now so I can give you some more views overlooking the city. Yes, guys, you can see they're hard at work right now, even though it was overcast and it was late in the evening, about 4 p.m. thereabout. Alright, so I'm gonna make my way up right now the hill so I can show you what's happening up even further. So stay tuned, my people. A lot more to come. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, so here is the forest point that I'm going to take you today, because I'm just passing by and just showing you the basics of this project. You know, when I get more information or even access, then we can give you more views at the top section where the jackhammer is. But for now, I'm going to show you up to this point. Just have a look right now of the views of Montego Bay right now from this end. It's even more magnificent. Trust me guys, these are some really stunning views. I've seen that round structure right now being renovated or being built. I checked Google Maps, it appears to be the Montego Bay 7-day Adventist. Yes guys, please let me know if I'm correct in the comment section below. Yeah, just have a look right now of Montego Bay. Yeah, the downtown region. There is even Harbor City shopping mall. Yeah guys, you can see a lot here from this end. Even a number of historic buildings like churches. Yeah, there is Overton Plaza. Yes guys, a whole lot to be seen from this angle. Let me know what you think about everything so far in the comment section below. And if you had the money, you know, would you purchase one of these townhouses if it ends up to be an actual townhouse development? Yeah, please let me know if you would purchase this along this section of Montego Bay. Please let me know in the comment section below.